Alright, welcome back, indie campers, to more Larry Does Ludum. I'm your host, Larry the Chupacabra, and we're going to be continuing the showcase coverage of Ludum Dare number 36 with the theme of ancient technology with a little bit of a spacefaring expedition. Got a couple of games here today, and the first one that we're going to talk about is one that has stirred up a little bit of controversy in the game's media department, called No Mario Sky by ASMB Games. It was a jam entry, and I think you can probably already guess why. This is a parody game which combines Mario and No Man's Sky in a procedurally generated Goomba space adventure. And it has already been cease and desisted by Nintendo, and it is now called No DMCA'S Sky, or DMCA'S Sky. And we're going to check it out and see exactly how it falls into the category of ancient technology. So, you start out on a planet full of different assortment of Goombas, depending on the planet, and standard Mario rules apply. You gotta hop on their heads in order to murder them. Although the controls can be a little bit on the floaty side. And then you have to collect coins, because Mario he just gotta have it. Like, he's trying to plan for his retirement, and his 401k is just not performing the way that his broker thought it would. So he's gotta, you know, just pinch pennies literally wherever he can in the form of coins. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to completely reset the game. The new version, the DMCA'S Sky, can be reset, but what we normally have to do is we'd find a Goomba or one of the little mushroom guys, the Toads, and he'd be like, "Oh no, Mario, you gotta go somewhere else. The princess is on a different planet." And then we'd have to hop up into the air and hop into our spaceship and try to go find her amongst this HUD that represents a space full of a myriad of different planets which have a wide variety of bizarre variances on the mushroom Goombas. I think those are the Goombas. I wasn't a huge Mario fan, so if I mix that up, my apologies in advance. So there you go. You got little alien Goombas now. They've all got their little space helmets on with their little triangle faces, and if you run into them, you immediately die. And yeah, they're cute and adorable. And you can stomp on their heads while you look for the princess. And that, for the most part, is the whole game. I mean, it's a game jam. I'm not expecting you to reinvent Mario Galaxy in the 72-hour window that you've got. But, I mean, it's interesting to see what you choose for your launch product. And it's pretty standard. I mean, you got the coins, you got the Goombas, and you've got space full of procedurally generated stuff. At least I would assume it's procedurally generated. Unfortunately, even when I was testing the game, I was never quite able to find the planet that had Peach on it. And I guess this is a game that, I don't quite understand how this is ancient technology. Maybe that's just a riff on Hello Games and No Man's Sky, saying that procedurally generated games of any variety aren't exactly new. So, I mean, like, how did you not make it the thing that you promised to make? But I'm not gonna get into politics of No Man's Sky. I think we've all heard more than enough about that. But I just thought this was an interesting kind of parody game, and especially because it's gotten so much notoriety, I thought it was interesting to take a look. And having played No Man's Sky, I can say this has about as much variety as No Man's Sky, minus the fact that there's not a lot of aliens that you can chat with. So here we go, here's a little green planet, and some of these planets can actually have some bizarre, like, Mario clones, like these demons. That was actually the perfect planet, and they can also have low gravity, which I thought was a nice touch. And this is, yeah, this is the game. It's full of murdery Goombas and Marios that are mutated and alien. Look at them, they want our flesh. There we go. I'll hop on your noodle and you won't be able to stop me. And so that was kind of cute. And then when this got taken down, they just replaced Mario with a little spaceman and the coins with, like, power crystals or wizards or something. Oh, okay. So looks like we're already starting to run into the limit of the procedural generation in the game. But there you go. That is no Mario Sky. Now, personally, I don't know that this holds to the Game Jam's theme of ancient technology, because I don't feel like No Man's Sky was ancient technology, although maybe it's referencing the retroness of Mario and all of his adventures that have been going on for flippin' ever, man. I remember my friend had like, oh goodness gracious. No Green Mario. Okay, goodbye. Are you coming back? You coming back, Green Mario? Or, yeah, you could run into my shins and murder me. I guess that's cool too. But I mean, aside from that, I don't know how much this falls into the category of ancient technology. The graphics are solid. The sound is solid, which is kind of cool. And the controls, surprisingly, for a game that's not trying to be a dogfighting simulator like Neon of the Ancient, the controls for the ship are not terrible. They are a little slidey, and to be honest, I would expect that, because, well, No Man's Sky's spaceship controls were a little bit slidey, but that's not bad. So let's jump in real fast to No DMCA Sky, and we're gonna see what that one looks like compared with this one. Alright, so here we have DMCA's Sky, which was a cute little way of pointing out that companies like Nintendo have taken down a lot of fan-made projects recently. And I mean, I'm not going to really go into the politics of copyrights and all that stuff, but, you know, they're within their rights, let's just say that. And the thing that I liked about this version of the game is that, for recording purposes, I can reset my progress, so I can show you with our little spaceman here, I'll call him Earl, what the game looks like. So we kind of still have the Goomba, like, what, layout or format, where these little kind of mushroom-headed demon monsters. And then instead of coins or one-ups coming out, we've got little green globs and, like, power gems that come out of little computer screens in the environment. And this will actually let me show you what the start of the game looks like, which it has a guy in it who's like, oh no, Spaceman Earl. Princess what's-her-face and, dress and crab monkeys. She's got crab monkeys. It's like a thing in the future. You can have one implanted in your arm, and it's got a crab pincher in case someone tries to get rough and tumble with you. And you can use it to touch them, make them leave you alone. So let's see here. I think it's right over here next to a castle. There we go. Here, it's Fernando. Thank you, Finn. But Princess Mango is on another planet. Oh yeah, tap X to use your spaceship. And of course, the spaceship is pretty much the same. And this is No DMCA Sky. I thought this was kind of cute. I just kind of feel, I don't know what the theme was for ancient technology, and I just wish that there was something meaningful to do besides wander around for an hour and hope you find the princess, because I never did. In fact, I'm not even quite sure that there is a princess that you can find. But it's possible that I just missed out on, like, a secret that made it really easy to find the princess. All of these things are within the realm of possibility, but the landscapes are true to form, true to Mario form. Or Spaceman Earl form. I guess my name is Finn, like, Finn the Human from Adventure Time. And the controls are pretty good, aside from being a little bit floaty. So, I mean, I feel like they could have done a thing with it, but it's hard to say. Maybe they just kind of wanted to have some fun and to create, like, a cool little parody game. It certainly got a lot of notoriety for what it was, being a little bit political in its own little way. So let's move on to the next game. So nice job, ASMB Games. I feel like we're just kind of missing some of, like, where we're going with the ancient technology and just stuff to do, because, like, Mario's fun and all, but we've had thousands of Mario clones over the years, so I don't know. Alright, so the next entry today for a showcase, and the final entry, is Dino Hipster Survival. We have traveled back in time to the Cretaceous, or Flirtatious, or Hipstatious, period in the Earth's time period. And, well, asteroids are about to impact the Earth, and the dinosaurs kind of don't want to be wiped out. So our Trexman, T-Rex scientist here, has created a missile defense system to protect the Earth. And, well, unfortunately, AIs are really hard to program, even a bajillion years ago. Who knew that Google, you know, even with all that time, would have still had trouble? And they need us to aim the missiles so we don't all explode and stuff, while he works on programming it. And this is a game, a jam entry by Zulman, and if I remember correctly, I think Zulman was one of the guys that did YouTuber Life, or the YouTuber Simulator, from a couple Ludum Dares ago, which had a funny way of illustrating what it was like being a YouTube Chupacabra out in the wild. So, cool, it's nice to see you again, Zulman, being pulled out of the hat again. So let's see what our dinosaur pal here says. Hello, I'm Mr. Trexman, a famous dino scientist. I've built an anti-asteroid weapon, but the targeting system is not ready yet. Please aim it while I work on the AI. A little rest and then back to work. What's this? A magazine about something called Dino Net. Ooh, that sounds spiffy. Alright, so basically our goal is we have to line up our shots to intercept these asteroids so that they don't impact the planet. And we have to be careful not to spam click, or else we'll overheat the weapon and then stuff will wham into us and murder us all. And so here's what he says. Great work with the weapon. Sorry, I'm not done with the AI yet because of Dino Net. It's an amazing thing. It's this network to share and communicate, and it's super awesome. I've spent 20 hours looking at dinosaur photos instead of working. Probably topless dinosaur ladies. You know, this Miss Stegosaurus is out on the beach this week, and you know, you got... I'm a dino man, I got needs, alright? So, anyway, back to work. Oh, and, an email from my dino buddy. So, we have the option of upgrading some things, either more missiles or anti-heat. I'm going to go with anti-heat, and so far I can say I've really enjoyed the humor of this game. Like, you know, just the idea of a hipster dinosaur trying to save the world and getting distracted by social media is an amusing little story. And it already looks like the theme for ancient technology in this one is, you know, ancient dinosaurs making cool sci-fi stuff. In fact, I think there was an episode of Star Trek that involved some creatures that evolved from a dinosaur that left Earth and went to the Gamma Quadrant or something. So that's definitely something I'm down to clown with. So let's get the anti-heat, and the goal to win the game would be to get to stage 10 of 10 and beat it. I've gotten to stage 6, and that's when I get murdered because of reasons. So I'm gonna hopefully stop the things from happening by aiming my missiles so very deftly. And I did a fair bit of practicing on this, so I feel like I'm probably qualified. Although, to be honest, I used to do this thing where I do a little bursts of missiles. And that, like, overheats your gun really fast. So, oh wow, you're awesome, but sorry, I'm not quite done with the AI yet. To tell you the truth, I haven't even started, but look, this site called Dino Book, all my friends from Dino College are here. My Trex girlfriend from school is really hot now. Looks like I haven't slept for the last 2 nights, but now I'm ready. Let's start working on the AI. Look, Mr. Diplodok wants me to look at a new device. Oh, look, it's a Facebook thing. That's great. I think the only thing I'm missing here is more hipster references. You got hipster in the name, Zulman. Where is the rest of the dino adventuring? So let's just add more missiles to my repertoire. I think the speed is probably fine. The trouble is you can't like aim too far in front of the asteroids, or else the missiles will detonate early and not blow them up. I find that the best course of action in this game is to just let the missiles impact it on their way up. It don't really matter. Oh my dino god, I totally forgot all about the AI, but look, here is one little super awesome device. It's called a D-phone. My friend, I am able to take photos of myself with food and send messages. all for the last 4 days. I've been playing this game called Angry Pterodactyls. I didn't read all this before, but I like that. Damn, my battery is low, so back to work on the AI. I wonder how to share all these photos with other dinosaurs. I'm gonna go with more missile speed now. I think that's what the doctor, or that's a little too fast now. Okay, no, don't kill us all, Timmy. I need to live. Oh, crap. That one's gonna whiff off to the side, so I'm gonna let that one go. I don't know if that'll actually matter. But we just gotta keep going until the time runs out. Because apparently, asteroids are really polite in the past. And if your stopwatch wound down, then they would just politely screw off to the other galaxy and kill some other planets for a while. I did it! I got 100 likes on my breakfast photo. Look here, it's Dinstagram, an amazing photo sharing app. Gotta take edgy photos of your waffles, guys. That's a Chupacabra secret. You guys can take that home with you. So let's go with Anti-Heat. He's currently doing stuff with Instagram. You know, those hipsters and their Instagrams, they'd save the world if it wasn't for all those pictures of lattes that they had to take. I feel ya. Some of those pumpkin spizzle spices are kind of important and delicious. Although I don't quite understand the enthusiasm for pumpkin-flavored stuff. But, you know. Oh my goodness, there is a crazy amount of stuff going on here. You see, this is where it starts to get you. But overall, I like the humor of this game, and I think the art style, simple yet solid. I believe it's inspired by the Google, can't connect, play the dinosaur game. The only thing I'm a little disappointed in is that, the whole missile system, which is rather fun, is actually pulled from another project that somebody has released out into the web. And that's not completely Zulman's, but I think if Zulman created something like an interplanetary defense system that you could upgrade, that you could change, that you could get different systems, like maybe like an orbital space satellite that could automatically destroy some of the asteroids for you, so that you could have some of it slightly automated. And then maybe, like, in the background for the story, there's just a whole bunch of other dinosaurs, like, fixing it and, like, letting that guy take credit while he's doing, like, social media. And he just becomes even crazier of a hipster as he goes along with scarves and the ascots and the weird shirts that say something about Earth Day. I think that'd be perfect. Like, it's got a good humor and everything. Just gotta refine it from there and build your own sort of interplanetary defense system that you can mix and match different upgrades with would be pretty sweet. And you could easily make this like a phone game, because it's kind of already is a phone game, considering it's like a vertical window. So yeah, I mean, good job. Do some stuff with that. It's got a good humor, but definitely make your own sort of missile defense system, and you should be good. So that's it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host, Larry, the Chupacabra Man. You can play these games in the video description, or in the description of the post on Ludum Dare, or ludumdare.com. You're not going to play the original No Mario Sky. The only version that's available is DMCA'S Sky, for obvious reasons. And you know what? Folks at ASMB Games, let me know if you'd be interested in doing a little interview about your process of designing that game, because I'm curious both on what your choices were for making the game, and also what it was like having somebody send you a cease and desist letter, and whoever was, working and representing Nintendo. But otherwise, I kind of enjoyed these games, and I thought, they both kind of deal with space. Let's put them together. And I thought that this was a nice, humorful way to end out the episode. So, let me know what you think about these games in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and keep suggesting games for me to play for Ludum Dare. You indies and indie fans are always an amazing group of people, and I'm going to be continuing throughout the voting proceedings, probably trying to keep him more regular videos. This week was kind of crazy. So I'll catch you guys and gals next time. Do that likey, subscribe thing, and toodles, everybody. I'll catch you later.